Hey guys, welcome back to Elvis Car Reviews. I hope that every single one of you is having a beautiful day. In today's video, we're going to talk about if I regret buying my Ford Mustang Darkhorse already. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because a couple of weeks ago, I was speaking to a friend of mine, telling him how excited I was from ordering my brand new Darkhorse. And he called me stupid. He did call me stupid after I told him about the price of the car. Like, let me remind you, I bought the car for MSRP, base MSRP, not a penny more. So the car was $61,000 and some change. With taxes and destination fee and everything, it came down to $66,000. He pretty much told me why buy a $60,000+ car that runs 0 to 60 in 4 seconds and a 12-second quarter mile. Like, that's stupid. There are a lot more car you could have gotten for that price. So it did hurt my feeling a little bit. And in this video, I decided to go over 5 used car that cost about the same as my brand new Darkhorse that I could have bought instead of my Darkhorse, that are faster than my Darkhorse and more appealing than my Darkhorse. So the first used vehicle I could have gotten instead of my Darkhorse is the first gen Nissan GTR, the R35 model. So anywhere between 2008 and 2013. For this comparison, we're gonna go with the 2013 because you can find it anywhere between $60,000 and $70,000. So the 2013 Nissan GTR has or makes 545 horsepower, 463 pound-feet of torque, has a 0 to 60 time of 2.8 seconds, has a quarter mile time of 11 seconds flat, has a top speed of 196 miles per hour, and has an overall weight of 3,800 pounds. That's with the automatic transmission and the 3.8 twin turbo V6. Now the Darkhorse has a 500 horsepower 5-liter V8, 0 to 60 time in 4.1 seconds if you get the 6-speed manual, and then in 3.7 seconds if you get the 10-speed auto with the handling package that gets you the Super Trofeo tires, the really sticky one. So 0 to 60 in 4.1 with the manual, 3.7 with the auto, quarter mile in 12.6 seconds with the manual, and 12 seconds flat with the auto. The manual weighed 3,900 pounds and the auto weighed 4,000 pounds. The top speed of the Darkhorse, with whether the either the manual or the automatic, they are both 161 miles per hour. So for $66,000, if you pick up a used GTR, the GTR is faster, lighter, and it's pretty much better in every measurable way. The second used car I could have bought instead of my Darkhorse is the C7 Z06, pretty much from 2014 to like 2019. The Z06 version of those C7 are currently anywhere between very high 40s, low 50s to high 60s. Let's take a 2015 or 2016 Z06 as an example. Well, it makes 650 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque, which is already way more than the Darkhorse. At a 0 to 60 time of 3 seconds flat, you can get slightly better depending on the tire and whether you're on a drag strip or not. But you know, overall, it has a 3 second 0 to 60 time, quarter mile of 10.9, and a top speed of 195 miles per hour, which is way better than the Darkhorse. Even the base C7 Corvette, the base with 455 horsepower and 455 pound-feet of torque, is faster than the Darkhorse. And the reason why I know it is because I've owned for like 7 months a 2014 C7 Corvette with the Z51 package. And believe me, that thing, I was consistently doing 0 to 60 under 4 seconds. And then my quarter mile was, I mean, with street tires, like regular all-season tire, I was doing 12.2, 12.3. And with dry radial, I was running 11. So, you know, you can definitely get the regular C7, but I'm not putting it into this video because it's way cheaper now than the Darkhorse. The Z06 dollar per dollar compare the $0.67 per dollar compared to the Darkhorse, and it's way faster in every way, shape, or form, and it weighs 3,500 pounds compared to 4,000 pounds or 3,900 pounds for my manual Darkhorse. So that's the second car I could have bought used instead of my Darkhorse Mustang. The third used car I could have bought instead of my Mustang Darkhorse, similarly priced, will be the 2018 and up Dodge Charger and Challenger Hellcat. Now, it has more power than Darkhorse, 707 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque. It has a slightly faster 0 to 60, 3.9 or 4 second flat, depending on the tire and the surface. It has a faster quarter mile, 11.5, 11 second flat, probably 10.9, depending on surface on the tire. It has a higher top speed, 199, sometimes 200 miles per hour. The only way, or the only place where my Darkhorse win against the Hellcat 2018 and newer is the weight. The Darkhorse weigh 3,900 pounds for the manual transmission and 4,000 pounds. The Hellcat still weigh 4,400 pounds. So that's the only place where the Darkhorse wins. But when it comes to price, like pound per pound, you know, pound as a British currency or dollar for dollar, you can find a 2018 to like 2020 Hellcat, the regular Hellcat, Charger and Charger for between $50,000 and high $60,000. So I could have gotten a Hellcat used instead of my Darkhorse, which would have been faster, quicker to 60, quicker to a quarter mile, higher top speed, I mean much heavier, but probably a lot more street cred, and I could have won a lot more races off the bat without modifying it. The fourth used car I could have bought instead of my Mustang Darkhorse is the 2018 to 2020 Chevy Camaro ZL1. Just like the Z06, it makes 650 horsepower, 650 pound-feet of torque. It's slightly heavier than the Z06, but still much less heavier than the Darkhorse at 3,800 pounds. Has a 0 to 60 time of 3.5 seconds, quarter mile 11.5. Top speed of 198, and then 2018 to 2020 you can find them between $56,000 and $68,000. So that's the fourth car I could have gotten instead of my 2024 Ford Mustang Darkhorse. And then the fifth car I could have bought used that is priced similarly to my brand new Darkhorse Mustang, and that would have been faster, is the 2018 to 2020, actually 2016 to 2020 Jaguar F-Type R or the SVR. It's between $50,000 and low $70,000 at $66,000. You can find a decent one with low miles. It's all-wheel drive, have a supercharged V8 making 550 horsepower and 502 pound-feet of torque. Again, the power goes to all four-wheel, has a 0 to 60 time of 3.5 seconds, quarter mile of 11.2 seconds, and has a top speed of 200 miles per hour and the weight of 3,800 pounds. So those are the fifth vehicle I could have gotten used instead of my $66,000 brand new Mustang Darkhorse. The list is way longer, but I only picked those 5 specific cars because I personally know people who own those 5 cars that I will be challenging with my Darkhorse when it gets here to a race, and I already know I'm going to lose to all of them. You know, I know someone with a C7 Z06, I know someone with a Jaguar GTR SVR. I mean, I actually raced him in my Audi RS5. I mean, the other car I could have mentioned was my Audi RS5 that you can find for $60,000 now. Has a faster 0 to 60 at 3.7, faster quarter mile at 11.9, and fast. I mean, not the faster top speed. You have to pay extra to unlock Audi's top speed. But my RS5 also would have been, my previous RS5 would have been faster than my current Darkhorse. So those 5 cars I picked, like I said, I know 5 people who own those cars. I will be racing them, losing against them, and then I will be building the Darkhorse from them. Again, the Darkhorse will be my competition car. I will really use it to try to put my name out there as, you know, building one of the fastest Darkhorse out there with a 6-speed manual. And thank God he has a Tremec, not the poorly made MT82. So now to answer the question whether I regret buying my 2024 Ford Mustang Darkhorse or whether I regret ordering it. $66,000 out the door for a 12-second quarter mile car, 500 horsepower car, a pretty much glorified Mustang GT. Do I regret it? Especially after listing 5 cars I could have gotten used that would have been faster in every way, shape, or form than my Darkhorse. Well, my answer is I do not regret buying or ordering my Darkhorse. For the simple fact is, I've always been a Mustang guy. Yes, I've owned different brands, you know, from Camaro to Audi RS5s and stuff like that, but the car that I own the most has always been the Mustang, you know, Ford Mustang. I mean, I started my channel with a 2016 EcoBoost Mustang. I accomplished some wonder with that car. And then later on, I got a 2007 Pro Charge Mustang GT, you know, both manual transmission. And then now I'm getting a Darkhorse manual transmission. And all of those cars, what they have in common is they were all underdog. Like, they were all not supposed to win any races. I remember when I got my EcoBoost, I called out a bunch of people and I had my ass handed to me. And I had to work on my car, make it faster, and then go back there and just tear everybody apart. You guys know you can browse to the channel and see the video of me beating, you know, I've been punching way above my weight. So I like that feeling of being the underdog. And then if you look up the definition of a Darkhorse, it's an opponent that everybody think he's not gonna win and end up winning, the Darkhorse. That name is very, very appealing. And you know, 500 horsepower rear-wheel drive, 6-speed manual isn't the best combination to win races, especially with 400 pounds, I mean 4,000 pounds. But that's the whole point of getting the car. Yeah, like you have to build a certain connection. Starting from the bottom, now we're here. That's what I want to do with that Darkhorse. I want to take it to a 12-second running car and probably, you know, 11-second or 10-second by the end of the season, and then put a lot more mod, like be able to go back after a couple of years, and this is where I started with this baby. This is where I am right now. It's all about the passion and then the love of the car. If my only objective was to buy a fast car, I want to tell you now, I would not have bought the Darkhorse because it's not a fast car. I would have gotten my Audi RS5 back, or I would have gotten, you know, another C7 Corvette or stuff like that. But you cannot explain, it's very difficult to explain the love I have for Mustangs. Those cars are just, I mean, they just carry a certain personality. It's incredible. Like, I feel like they have souls. Like, you can talk to a Mustang, like you can adjust it, you can make it into your own, really. You can personify, like, or I don't even, that's a word, but you can really make it into your own. And I just have that connection. And then the only other car I probably could have gotten if it wasn't for the Mustang is the Hellcat, because it's a car that defies physics. But you know, the Mustang is a priority. Maybe down the road I'll get a Hellcat, who knows? But I don't know, I'm just super excited to get another Mustang back to the channel. So to answer your question, do I regret buying or ordering a $66,000 Mustang Darkhorse while I could have gotten stuff much faster? No, the answer is no. I do not regret, and I can't wait until I get my Mustang Darkhorse and start racing it for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, leave a like or press the like button, leave comment, share, and leave suggestions. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what type of video you want me to do once I have my Darkhorse. And don't worry, it will be ready before car season. I just spoke to my salesman again today, and you know, I should be receiving my VIN number pretty soon. I will share it with you. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.